Okay, due to weather and Mother's Day, this is just going to be a virtual class for you to follow through on your own. So feel free to pause it if you need to text me with questions. I just didn't want to get too behind with the classes. So first, I would like to just review what I asked you guys to do with homework. So that is your name recognition and touch command. So with your dogs at home, you should have already been transferring the touch command onto your Tupperware lid. And if you're still having trouble with that, just go ahead and put the treats directly on the lid. Target, yes, good girl. And when they take that treat off of the lid, go ahead and command and reward. Start to pick that command up, you're gonna go ahead and send them to target. Lorelai, target. Yes, Lorelai. Good girl. So we are rewarding two things there. We are rewarding their continuous movement to that target without distraction. And then we are rewarding their name recognition and getting their treats from us, because the handler is the most interesting thing that ever needs to be there, right, Lorelai? I want you to practice this target and name game for at least 5 minutes. So go ahead and do that. Lorelai, target. Yes, Lorelai, good girl. Go ahead and continue doing that and pause this video. All right, moving forward, we're gonna continue with some basic obedience. Even if your dog knows these commands, there's still a way to increase difficulty. We're going to begin with sit. If your dog does not already know that, how you're going to get them to sit is you're going to take the treat, lure it over their nose so that they look kind of up and back. And when you do that, you can also kind of push your body towards them, because then it kind of makes them feel the need to back up and sit down. Lorelai, stand. You don't even need to say the command when you lure over the head with that. So that's how you get them to achieve the sit position. Obviously, once they sit, you are going to command and reward. Sit! Yes, good girl! Good job. Even if your dog knows sit, there are 3 things to work on to increase the difficulty, because maybe they sit at home and then the second you're out in public and there's exciting things around, they no longer know what it means. So there are 3 Ds in training. This is duration, distraction, and distance. So you're going to slowly work through all 3 of those things. Let's start with duration. So you are going to put your dog in the sit position. You are going to count to 5 in your head, and then command reward. If your dog gets up from the sit, re-put them in the position, and then instead of counting to 5, maybe try counting to 3. Then command and reward. Next is going to be distance. So you are going to begin by taking just 1 step back. If they get up from the position when you do 1 step back, instead of taking 1 step back, you are going to hold the treat and then step back, but keep your hand there. So your arm's going to get very long. Command reward. And then slowly build your distance. So now maybe we're taking 2 steps back. Go to them, command reward. And finally is distractions. Distraction can be another animal. It can be some toys and treats in the way that they are not actively trying to get. If we were in an in-person class, that's where we will build upon the distraction the most. That's going to be very helpful for next week. Lorelai, sit. Good, yes. And see how I didn't repeat the command, even though she didn't do it right away? If you repeat the command, you are teaching them that you do not need to listen the first time you say it. So let's try that again. Sit. Yes. Good girl. The next foundational skill is the down command. Some people say lay down, but I like to keep my commands to 1 word. Dogs are visual and audible learners. So when we say more words than 1, it can confuse it the more we build on to that. Lorelai, sit. Now, if your dog does not already know it, there's 2 ways to get them into that position. You can lure them down with the treat. Down, good girl. Now that's the easy way, which some dogs do it, some dogs don't. You're in the mirror for this one. You're gonna need to sit on the floor, put your legs across low to the ground, take your treat, or stand, sit, and then lure it under. They're gonna feel the need to crawl under your legs to get the treat, and when they get in that position, command and reward. Now, even though both of these commands are very simple, again, this class I want you to focus on increasing duration. How long will they hold that position before getting distracted? You shouldn't be having to repeat the command. You should only be saying it once, and they should just naturally know to stay and hold that position until they get the reward or your yes word. Good girl. So, duration, start increasing the seconds, and then you can also start working on distance. Now, if they're doing really well with distance, you can even go out of sight from them, go into another room, and they should still automatically be staying. We are teaching them an implied stay. I prefer an implied stay, but many other people do find it easier to just go ahead and include that command with it. Or sit, stay. Now with stay, you're again going to hold the treat with them and scoot back, but still hold it there because they're more focused on the treat than you. Good girl. And then you'll be able to break away from that. Take yourself back a little, stay. Good girl. Bring the treat to them. They are getting rewarded from their stay position and not for actually coming to you. So go ahead and close that distance and go to your dog when you're rewarding that. Or sit, stay. What I mean by that is when I reward, I'm walking to her to reward the stay. I'm not breaking the stay by having her come to me. That's not what we want quite yet, you know? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reward. Increase the difficulty, take a few steps back. Stay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to your dog, reward. Good girl. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of what we're gonna be working on next week, but your homework is to continue work on sit, down, stay, and your targets. Those 4 things your dog should have at least a little background knowledge on how to do before we meet again next Sunday. For next week's class, we are going to have our targets. Please remember to bring them. I am going to place some sort of distraction, treat, or toy in the middle, and the dog will have to go past the distraction, and we will alter this as needed for where your dog's at, and they will need to come to their target. Lorelei, target, leave it. So we're gonna try that again. Sit. We're going to lower the difficulty level by placing the treats more off to the side, so they have to go out of the way. Lorelei, target. Yes, good girl, and she gets the treat from me. She'll never get the treat from the ground. So we're gonna work on it like that. Yeah, it is a good girl. And just a reminder while you're working on this homework that small, frequent sessions work better for dogs, because just as frustrated as we get when it might not go the way we want it to, dogs get frustrated with it too. And the more fun you can keep it for them, the more fun they're having with it, they're gonna wanna learn. They're gonna learn quicker because you're not shutting their emotions down. So again, 5 minutes, twice a day is perfect. But let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you guys again next Sunday. Just remember to bring in your targets.